Today's July 11th. This is my dwarf mulberry tree, which always outgrows itself. So I'm going to do a hard pruning on it and change the copper on it. If you remember, on this mulberry tree, the dwarf, I put in the stick, and they say they don't work on trees, so we're taking that out, and I'm going to do the circle. And I have it all trimmed up. I'm at a different angle, so it might look a little different. And there it is at the bottom of the dwarf mulberry. Just wrapped around, sitting on the ground. Opening is facing north. Today is July 11th, and looky there. The sun's in a bad spot. We got one coming up in this one. I'm starting to really like this crazy copper one I've done. I don't think anybody else has done one of these. This is the one that I had on the combine plant that recovered. Okay, this one here has the curly on it. Nothing yet. And then this one has nothing. No copper in it and nothing in it. Today is July 13th, and I have all of the fruit trees and all of the fruiting bushes done with the Lakhovsky coil. Some of them are a little bit different. I've done, I think, 3 different kinds. I'll put them up. And the only thing I didn't do were the elderberry, because they don't really need any help. They do wonderful. And the sherbet berry, because that one dies down every winter and comes back up. It doesn't come back up in the exact same way. So it might grow outside of the old coil. So I didn't mess with that one. But all the other ones are done. And if you notice, a lot of those sticks with the coil, copper coil wrapped, are gone. That's what I used to get everything else done, and use those. So, this might be the end for a while. Today is July 25th, and this is the mulberry that I just cut back and put in the Electro Culture. I'll put up the type up here on here. It's down there. I can't even see it, but I know it's down there. And look, this never happened before. Mulberries. It's never bloomed twice like this. In the spring it would. Like if they started coming on too early and then we got a frost, they would rebloom. But it's never bloomed twice, like spring and fall. Woohoo! Love my mulberries. Right there it is. It wraps around the mulberry with the opening facing north. Okay, I've read these 2 books. The self-help book is so-so. The other one I really liked. And I have another book ordered right now that I'm going to be reading. But what I've decided to do with all my perennial fruit-bearing trees and bushes is the Lakhovsky coil. And after, I'll show you the 3 different ones that I put together for my fruit-bearing trees and bushes. And then I spoke to Yannick through email, and I feel like he's mentoring me. And he said to have the one that actually laps, the circle that lapped would do the best. So I went back and I fixed the other ones. So an aerial antenna will not work on my property right now until we clear more land because of all the trees. If there's big trees like this on the south, then that blocks the aerial and it won't work as good. Now there are things that you can do as far as having it so many feet away from the building or tree line, and then it will work. But the way we're set up right now, we have to do more clearing before we can have an aerial. Today is July 28th, and this is the, oh, that one on the end got knocked over. Lily of the Nile, plants I started from seed. And last time we checked this one and another one that didn't have a wire on it, and they were pretty much the same. Now it's been a couple more weeks since then, and let's take this one. It looks looking pretty nice. Now these are the same things without any copper on it, and this is the one that I checked the roots on it. So let's take this one. They look really close. This one might be just a little bit bigger. And let's look at the roots. Okay, let's see what we got. It's pretty dry. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. The roots have made it to the bottom. Whoops. There we go. The roots have made it to the bottom. It's looking good. Now this pot is bigger than this one. Get rid of that. Let's see how these are looking. And the roots made it to the bottom. So I'm really not, no difference. I do not think that these work. But there's one more. There's a shape I'm going to try next and see if they work. I took out the copper and put them all together. Like I said, I don't think that these little spiral things, just a simple copper spiral, is doing anything. Let's go look at something else. Okay, and this is the fire plug ginger that I just had some pieces of the roots when I transplanted them that had fallen off, and I've got two coming up in this one. One coming up here. And let's see. That one has two and no copper. So I really don't think it makes a difference. But as far as this one, I'm still working with this one though, because I liked what it did to my combine that I showed in another video, in a past video.